You know what's funny? I have seen hundreds of Attack on Titan videos. People argue about Eren, about genocide, about the ending, about whether Eren was right or completely wrong. But I don't think that's what made Attack on Titan special. I think the greatest thing Isayama ever did was to fool every single one of us. Not with a plot twist, not with the base mate reveal, long before that. Because if I asked you what is Attack on Titan about, most people would answer immediately Titans. And honestly, that's exactly what I would have said too. For almost 3 seasons, everything tells us the Titans are the enemy. They destroy homes, they kill innocent people, they take away Eren's mother, they look like monsters. So, naturally, we stop asking questions. We don't question the wars, we don't question humanity, we don't question ourselves. We just want the Titans gone. And that's exactly how Eren thinks too. Looking back, it's actually kind of brilliant because Isayama doesn't trick the characters, he tricks us, the viewers. We see the world exactly the way Eren does simple, black and white, us versus them. But then, little things start changing. The female titan, Reiner, Berthold, Ymir. Suddenly, the monsters have names, they have friends, dreams, families, regrets, and for the first time, the story starts asking a different question. Maybe the Titans aren't the whole story. Then we finally reach the basement. I remember watching this episode thinking, okay, this is where we are finally going to learn everything about the Titans. Instead, we find photographs, books, cars, airships, an entire civilization. And I still think that's one of the greatest reveals in anime history. Not because it explains the Titans, but because it completely changes the story. Attack on Titan doesn't feel like horror anymore. It feels like history, politics, war, and honestly, that's when I realized something. The Titans were never carrying the story, humanity was. Go back and watch season 4. Really, think about it. How many important conversations are actually about Titans? Almost none. They are about race, history, fear, propaganda, revenge, people who have never met each other hating each other, children inheriting wars they never started. The Titans didn't create any of that. People did. And then there's Eren. This is the part that stayed with me the most. As a child, Eren wanted one thing freedom. That's it. Not power, not revenge. Freedom. He wanted to see the world beyond the walls. He wanted to be free. And that's the tragedy, because his dream never actually changed. Only the price did. At first, freedom meant killing titans. Later, freedom meant destroying the people standing between him and that dream. Until eventually, freedom became genocide. Think about that for a second. The boy who hated monsters became the monster the entire world feared. Not because he suddenly became evil, but because he believed there was no other path left. Whether you agree with Eren or not, I think that's what makes the story so heartbreaking. By the end of Attack on Titan, the Titans disappear, but war doesn't, hatred doesn't, fear doesn't, the cycle doesn't, and I think that's the biggest lie Attack on Titan ever told. It convinced us that monsters look like titans, when really they look exactly like us. Maybe that's why the mystery changes everything. Not because it reveals the truth about titans, but because it reveals the truth. about humanity, and honestly, that's why I don't think Attack on Titan is remembered because of battles. I think it's remembered because it forced us to realize that the scariest monsters were never outside the walls. They were the people who built them,